Hi guys, welcome to Stacy's segment again. Guys, I am so happy that I can film today, and today I want to do a video on how to find the best migrating agents you can ever find online. So stay tuned guys, because this is for you who wants to come here to the European countries. This is for you who's thinking about how to migrate, guys, and stay tuned and don't miss this, because it's gonna be awesome. So let's go. So I've had guys ask me, and my friends, family, people around asking me how I've had friends on Instagram DM me, people on Facebook message me asking me how they can get the best immigrating agencies that can help you come abroad for skilled manual workers. So don't mind my face, I'm busy prepping. I have a lunch to attend to, and so I am busy prepping, and I thought, why not do a video and tell you guys how to get the best migrating agencies. So how do you find the best as an agency? So first and foremost, you must always explore your options. There are so many agencies out there, but you'll find that only one or two agencies would meet your needs, okay, and would be willing to cover costs for you. So basically, as you explore your options, you've got to go onto the agency's website, you've got to read everything they have to offer, and you've got to see if it's the best option for you, okay? So that is one of the ways. Explore multiple. And how do you explore multiple agencies? If you find, eventually after you see 10 and you find that there are 3 that match up with you and can actually offer what you're looking for, then the next step would be definitely to send out your CV, send out your inquiries, send out whatever you can to them, and they will respond to you. They should respond to you. Whoever does not respond to you, to me basically, I feel like they're not serious. So they should respond to you and be able to let you know that answer all your questions and let you know what they can offer you, okay? It's just the same way when someone advertises a job and they put an ad out there, they usually tell you what they expect from you. So an agency should let you know, and should let you know what you should expect from them moving forward. So one is to explore your options. Number two is to, sorry, just before I go to number two, in number one, when I say by registering, I mean you've got to put your name down there, you've got to put your email address, and you've got to put your credentials. Again, some of these agencies will not respond to you. One, because probably you're not the right fit. Let me just say, probably you're not the right candidate for the job. And some of these agencies will not respond to you, maybe because you haven't put the correct name, the correct email address. Maybe you didn't type in the correct email address and it went somewhere else. Maybe they responded to you and it came to your junk folder, your spam folder. So you've got to be careful while typing your name, typing your email address, sending out your credentials, guys. And just like I said, before you start applying for these things, before you start registering with these agencies, you've got to see if you have the right credential that matches what that agency is looking for, okay? That's one. Number two, you've got to look at the success rate, and their success rate is based on testimonials mostly. So testimonials from international recruits, international students, and some of them will definitely on their website will put their own success rate, and you can tell that an agency is a legit agency because it will have testimonials there, and they will be on multiple social media sites. They will be on Facebook, they will be on LinkedIn, they will be on Instagram, because they're trying to recruit people from all over. They're trying to get out there. So guys, the success rate, and they usually put the success rate number there, like how many people they've managed to bring over. So you guys, that's how you know that this is a legit agency. Another way to find the best agent, guys, that will match you is how responsive they are to your inquiries. For me, I believe that if someone is serious with me and they want to work with me and they want to build a working relationship with me, they ought to respond to every question I have. Okay, they ought to respond regardless. This is the same way you, as a healthcare giver, you always have to respond to the client's requests. You will always have to respond, and if you don't have an answer at the moment, you have to go find out the answer, then come back. So it's not a gigolo. I just don't want it to be like I'm asking questions and my agent is not answering my questions, because I want to know that my agent is serious with me. And for my agent to be serious with me, they need to be giving me information that I'm asking. So you can ask information such as what kind of costs they can cover, or what you're expected to cover, what they expect from you, like going forward, what kind of documents they need from you. But these are all the things they're supposed to be telling you way before you. There are obvious things that they should tell you way before you start asking questions. And there are some things that you can ask questions that maybe you're not sure of. So your agents, when you register with an agency, you'll be given a particular agent. So your agent should always be responsive. But remember, this agent has almost, I think, 30 or many other candidates. This agent has many other candidates. So you have to be persistent. If you want this and you know you want this, you also have to be persistent, guys. So don't just say, my agent didn't respond, they're not interested in me. Don't say that. Okay, your agent is the person who's working with you directly. He's your link to the organization. He's your link to the agency and the organization that's meant to be employing you. So you ought to ask your questions and be persistent with your questions until you understand this agent is out here working for you at that moment. Working for you at that moment, because the moment you land into the country, that agent gets his share. So at that point, he's working for you, and he ought to do everything that he's supposed to do to get you on the team. That's the other way. Another thing is you have to always be suspicious. Okay, you always have to read into you have to always read into the websites. Okay, some websites are fraud websites. Some people are liars out here. Some people are conning people. So most of the agencies that are bringing people over to the UK shouldn't be asking for payments. And a legit website or agency should not ask you to pay anything. There are fees that they will tell you to pay to, but I'll come to that. Like if you're coming to the UK, and my friend told me this, that her agent told her she had to pay a certain fee to Nursing and Midwifery Council. That is the like, it's like Nursing Council of Kenya. Basically, it's the body that stands for nurses and midwives here. So she had to pay a certain amount to register with the NMC, and then she also had to pay a certain amount to finish her application with the NMC. So she wasn't paying directly to her agent or the agency, she was paying to NMC. It's just the same way you'd pay a certain amount of money to Nursing Council. Okay, so an agent should not tell you to pay them some fees. I know some countries, like if nurses want to migrate to Australia, to Canada, I know they work with their agents and I know they pay a certain kind of fee. But I know for the US and the UK, I know from what I know, basically I'll say what I know, and I know nurses and midwives don't get to pay any kind of fee to their agents. Okay, so you always have to be suspicious. You always have to read into the statements, and you have to, you know, if you can consult someone, consult. If you're younger, you can consult your parents, consult anyone you can consult your friends who are out there actually That's the best way, because if you consult someone who's out there and has gone with the same agency, then you know what to expect from that agency. So just be suspicious and learn how to consult. It's way better to consult and look stupid at that particular point than move forward and be conned, because there's so much going on in this internet world. People are stealing from each other, people are conning each other, guys, and there's just a lot going on. So basically you ought to be suspicious at every step. Another thing you can do is read the language that they use. So one thing, most professionals, I would like to call them professionals, there's a certain type of language they use, and there's professional language and there's non-professional language. Talking of non-professional language is things like misspellings, mispronunciations, poor articulation of sentences, poor use of grammar. So there's such things that you need to read into, because this person who's probably trying to con or do fishy stuff on the internet, they never take time to read proof what they've written, because they're just creating these things quickly in order to get out there and start doing what they're supposed to do, which is steal. But agencies take time and they hire people to do all these things, okay? So guys, you always have to be suspicious. Don't just get out there and start giving out your information about anything. But then again, guys, I'm telling you, some countries do expect you to pay a certain fee to their agents. I know of Canada, I know of Australia. Those two I know. But concerning UK for nurses, US for nurses, I know my friends who have been to the US and some who are in the UK, you don't pay your agent any kind of fees. So then you've got to see the kind of, another way to get the best agent, you've got to see the kind of contract they're offering, so, and the kind of pay they're offering. So most agents, when they put themselves out there, they usually like put the contract there, and they say for how many years the contract would be, how much they're paying you, which organization which particular organization is looking for you. And when they give you that information of which particular organization is looking for you, you've got to go into that organization's website and see that they're really looking for people. 1, 2, and look at what the organization is offering. Just look at their website, read through their website. You can actually go to their website, you know, look at the images of the place. I mean, I like working in a place that looks nice, and you can, when you look at the images, you see, this looks like a professional place to work. So don't just be given the name of an organization and like, oh, I'll be working at this place, and then you're gonna be like, oh, no need of checking. You always have to double check everything in this life. You always have to double check everything. I, for one, let me tell you, I'm always paranoid with my door. I will check my door almost 5 times before I sleep. After I finish cooking, I'll come to my room, and as I come to my room, I'll check my door, my main door to the house. I'll check my door, because I know I've closed everything in the kitchen, but I'll check my main door. I'll do my stuff in the room, leave a little bit. So I've lost my train of thoughts. I've had someone come and deliver a package to me, but I'm still in this. So another way to find a good recruiting agent is an agent who should be willing to meet with you face to face and have a discussion with you. You need to get to know your agent by meeting this agent face to face. When you get to meet someone face to face, you get to learn a lot about that person, and you get to learn if they're serious about you. When you're talking to them, you know, when you're talking to people, you notice some non-verbal cues that may give you a ding ding in your head, or they could just be, you know, how someone reacts normally. So when you have to get to meet your agent face to face, whether it is via Zoom or on a physical location, okay? And you need to talk about what to expect in these meetings. You have to have good meetings with your agent, basically. So I'm just saying, meet your agent, meet your agent face to face via Zoom or physical meeting. I think last but not least, whatever agent or agency you want to be involved with, or you want for them to help you with your immigration process, should be a registered service, a registered body, okay? And you should do your due diligence of trying to find out if they are registered and if they are legit. And you should read all the terms and conditions stipulated on their website. Other than that, I think that's all I have for you guys. So I want to keep getting ready before I get late, and nowadays it gets too dark too early, and now it's almost 1, and by that it's gonna be too dark. So I want to get to where I'm going on time and come back on time, because I don't like walking in the dark. I'm a scared girl. So I think next I'm going to do a video on agencies that bring nurses and midwives to the European countries, and that's going to be a video that I'm going to do mostly for nurses and midwives, because I am a midwife, and that's what I'm currently doing, and I would like to educate other people. In as much as there are other courses out there, I could try and find agencies that could that help with the immigration of other professionals, healthcare professionals. But the next video will be agencies that will help you nurses, you midwives, come here to the European countries. And other than that, guys, it has been a pleasure, and thank you, and see you on the next one. Bye.